Hey guys, it's Choi here. So I did a video recently featuring my top 5 fragrances, and I got a comment from a subscriber that said that I only featured things that they couldn't afford, and it kind of got me inspired to make another follow-up video in terms of fragrances featuring my top 5 budget fragrances featuring one of my favorite smells, musk. It's no secret that I love musk. I think if it's formulated correctly, it can smell super classy and sophisticated and chic and work in pretty much any occasion. But if musk is done bad, it can smell horrible. And while I do love investing in fragrances and it is a big passion of mine, I don't necessarily think that you always have to spend a ton of money to find a good fragrance. But it can be a challenge to try and find a fragrance that is under $70 but still smell nice and it's formulated in a nice way. The order of this ranking goes off of what I use the most and just my personal preference in terms of the scent itself. But I do go into specific ratings in terms of how long each fragrance lasts and how big it projects. So let's get into it. At number 5 is actually a dupe for Le Labo. And yes, there are dupes for Le Labo. This one is from a company called Generic Perfumes. And this is a scent inspired by Santal 33. So I found Generic Perfumes by perusing the internet, looking for a company that sold perfume oils, and I came across these guys. And I was really surprised to see that they do fragrances that are inspired by popular designer ones. So I picked up a couple and I was really surprised at how similar they actually smell to some of the designer ones that I have in my collection. I picked up this one, Santal 33, which I've only gotten samples of before. Santal 33 is really popular. You've probably smelled it on the streets. It's a very distinct smell and probably one of the most popular scents from the house of Le Labo. It's a woody aromatic fragrance that definitely has some musky notes in it. Some other notes in this fragrance include cardamom, iris, violet, ambrox, sandalwood, cedarwood, and it also has some leathery notes in it as well. The scent is very distinct, very powerful, and if you are a fan of Santal 33 and have always wanted to try it out, I would really suggest picking this one up because it is about 70% close to the original fragrance. I'm actually going to spray some on. And I gotta say, this one is a beast when it comes to longevity. It lasts like 4 to 6 hours on my skin. And the scent itself, like I said, is not for everybody, but it's definitely for somebody that wants to stand out and wants something that's quite unique. But to note, I smell this everywhere when I roam the streets, so it might not be the best choice for a signature fragrance. My overall ranking for Santal 33 and this inspired one would be a 3 out of 5 in terms of the scent. The uniqueness was a 4 out of 5. The ciliage or the projection I gave a 5 out of 5, and I gave the longevity a 4 out of 5. At number 4 in this list is from a brand called Clean, and it is their fragrance Skin. This is marketed as a fragrance for women, but I think men can pull it off as well. Especially the Eau de Perfume version of this, I feel like it leans more in the unisex category. This scent is definitely a your skin but better kind of scent. It features musk and floral notes, and it smells, in my opinion, like soap, which I personally am a big fan of. It smells like soap and musk. Also, to note about this, I got this on sale for like $22 at my local drugstore. But I've also seen this sold in places like Sephora for like way more money. Like I've seen it go as high as like 70 bucks. But I feel like if you do a little bit of shopping around, you can find really good deals on this. Some of the notes in this include musk, like I mentioned, salted praline, and also vanilla. I can definitely smell a bit of the vanilla on the come down. I would definitely give this one a shot if you see it around, but I would recommend trying the Eau de Perfume version if you're a guy versus the Eau de Toilette. And that is number 4. In terms of my rankings for this, I gave the scent of this a 4 out of 5. I gave the uniqueness a 3 out of 5. I gave the ciliage a 3 out of 5, and I gave the longevity a 3 out of 5. Great. So at number 3 is one that I've talked about on my list before, which is, I've talked about this in almost every fragrance video, and it is a Kiehl's Original Musk. This one came out in 1963 and it is marketed as a unisex fragrance. Notes on this one are very, very musk forward. It features things like bergamot, nectar, orange blossom, rose, lily, ylang-ylang, and neroli, and also white patchouli. This one is a great one that I would recommend if you are new to fragrances and you like musk. This one is like good all around, I would say, and it would really surprise you. I've seen this scent a lot over in Korea, but I have never smelled it on anybody here in North America, so pick it up. I think it could be a good choice for a signature scent. In Canada, this retails for about $57, which is definitely not bad for a perfume. And in terms of the rankings, I gave it the scent about a 4 out of 5. I gave the uniqueness a 4 out of 5. I gave the projection of this a 4 out of 5, and the longevity a 5 out of 5. If you want more of a detailed review on this, check out my other fragrance videos, which I'll link down below. At number 2 is from probably the most affordable option out of all the items on this list, and it's from the Body Shop. This is the Men's Eau de Toilette White Musk fragrance. The notes in this include, I'm actually going to spray a bit of this one on me right now. Oh man, this scent brings me back. This one, I've got to say, you can smell quite a bit of alcohol in the beginning, but on the dry down, it's so nice. The notes on this include obviously musk, geranium, and a bit of sandalwood. It's a very inoffensive smell. I feel like anybody, even if they're sensitive to scents, would like this. This one was on my list in terms of my most complimented fragrances. I always get a compliment if someone gives me a hug when I wear this. Also, this I think retails for about $30, which is probably, I've never seen a quality perfume go for that low before, so I feel like this is really great for people that are students and when money is tight. In terms of the rankings for this, I gave the scent a 5 out of 5. I gave the uniqueness a 3 out of 5. I gave the projection a 2 out of 5 and the longevity a 3 out of 5. It is an eau de toilette, so it is designed to reapply as you go on throughout the day. But yeah, I've given this out a lot of times as gifts for people, and everybody that I've given this to loves it. So highly recommend this one. And now we are on to my number 1 pick for a budget fragrance, which is a dupe for the Labo's Another 13. In my last fragrance video, this came in at number 1 as my most favorite fragrance. And as you can see, I am completely out of it. So I was looking for a replacement for this that wasn't as expensive, and I wanted to give this one a shot to see how close of a match it was. And I gotta say, they are like reminiscent brothers of each other. I wouldn't say that this is an exact match for Another 13, but it's very reminiscent of it. Like Another 13, it features ambroxan, which is a synthetic molecule, and it's a very unique scent. If you haven't smelled ambroxan before, other fragrances that feature that note include Molecule 1 and Molecule 2. And also Dior's Eau Sauvage. It also features ambroxan, I believe. This also features notes of jasmine and amber seed as well as pear. And I actually had a friend smell this on me, and he couldn't tell that it was different from Another 13. So that's saying something to you. The scent of this is almost a perfect score. It's not quite 5 out of 5, but it's a 4.5 out of 5 with me. The uniqueness is a 4 out of 5. The longevity is a 4 out of 5. And the projection is also a 4 out of 5. I would recommend ordering this one because it's about $50 in comparison to almost $400 for this one. And if you really like Another 13, but you can't justify the cost at this moment, I think it's worth it to maybe just try something that's inspired by it. Because Le Labo is not the most accessible fragrance. It is quite an investment. So if you're starting out and you're a student, I would definitely recommend maybe ordering something like this because it smells so good. Like honestly, I want to wear this all the time. I'm quite excited about it actually, and I've been wearing it every day and been getting lots and lots of compliments. Also, what's really great about this inspired fragrance is that it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like it, you can return it. I'm going to be linking down all the info for all of these scents and where to get them down below. All right, so that wraps up my top 5 list. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below with your favorite budget fragrance. And I'd love to find it out and maybe try it out in the store. In any case, I'll catch you guys in my next video.